we didn't get the job. It was an audition for sneakers. Couldn't get the thing to stay on the earpiece. Okay, somebody in the back said they had a question? Yes.
Mr. Acovone, I saw you recently in an episode of The Five People.
Yes.
Yes.
And I'd like to know whether the project you're doing in the future, so I can watch it.
Yes, yes.
Oh, she saw me on NYPD Blue. There was a rerun about 2 weeks ago. Originally, I did like this past season with Jimmy Smits and Ryan. All of my scenes were with Jimmy. Thank you very much for saying that you liked it. And upcoming projects. Well, I'm in contention for 2 features right now. And I won't scatter my forces by telling you the name of them or anything else about them, but because I don't know whether I have them yet. And I have 2 films coming out. I have one with Kathy Moriarty called Opposite Corners, and I have one that I just finished with up in Sacramento with Costas Mandel, a fellow from Picket Fences. It's called Crosscut. So those are the 2 projects that I have coming out, and hopefully
I've got 2 films coming out. Actually, just came out. That's where the chest X-rays done. Actually, Monday I'm going in a whole set of dental film stuff. So you can look for them actually in the coroner case when I'm dead. They'll be playing. Okay. Yes.
I saw your film, Looking Italian, Riverside, California, last year.
Yes.
And I've been waiting. Are they ever going to release it on video or put it on pay-per-view? That was wonderful.
This lady saw, I'm sorry, your name's? Jackie saw Looking Italian. It's a movie that I made here in Los Angeles about 2 years ago with my co-star was Matt LeBlanc from Friends, from the TV show Friends, and it was directed by a dear friend of mine, Guy Magar. And it was a real labor of love because we all worked for no money, and we made a feature film with $452,000, and I still don't know how we did this. But the movie actually, thank you for saying so, the movie came out quite well. We were all very pleased with it, and we showed it pretty well at different film festivals. Unfortunately, none of the important ones. We didn't get accepted to Sundance or Cannes. So when you're not accepted in a place like that, it's not a good commercial thing. You know, you really, if you're going to make a festival film, then you have to get into the big festivals or you really don't count. So we just screened at St. Petersburg Film Festival in Russia, or Soviet Union, or whatever they're calling it now. And we really did well there. And to answer your question, when it's coming out, I don't know. It's a shame because the film is sitting home on the director's shelf in his closet, and there really isn't any hope in sight right now for a sale. Well, there is a foreign sale going on right now. A company called Showcase Entertainment has it. A fellow named David Jackson down in the San Fernando Valley has it, and he's selling it foreign. So we have sold to several foreign countries, but as far as the domestic release is concerned, I don't see it happening right now.
Is there anybody we can write?
Yeah.
We're good at writing.
Yeah, right to a studio near you. You know, we really needed a studio to pick the film up, or even like a sub studio, somebody like a Miramax or somebody like that to pick it up, a New Line, somebody like that. And they've all seen the film, and they just they said.
Yeah, we're taking a call from Florida. Go ahead.
Actually, I think this is about Florida. Terri, I was really funny that a couple years ago we heard Jay speaking, and he paid you a wonderful compliment. We talked about the scene where you guys were discussing that, and he said that it was so easy for him to do because you were so good and so wonderful. Do you remember that?
Thank you. Thanks. He was always great to work with, and we realized today that we actually could have had a series, a sequel, which would have been the Jenny and Joe story. But they kept, when my agent called and said, you're doing another show, and you have to go down to wardrobe, I went down, and I hadn't read this particular episode yet. And the really wonderful wardrobe woman, I don't remember her name now, but she was great. And Judy Evans, just great. And Jay, right? It's really fun being up here. So she was, fitting me and all that for a couple of outfits, and I said, oh, this is great. And I said, but this is all dark. I'm thinking, what am I doing? She goes, well, you're going to a funeral. And I said, really? Who dies? I didn't know until that moment. She goes, well, Linda dies. I go, Linda dies? So that was the moment, like I really felt at that moment that truly someone that I cared for, because I hadn't read it. It was one of those things. So when actually we did do the shooting of it, it was, just that meant so many things that probably therefore my character wasn't going to be as bad. So that made me very, very sad.
Did Mr. Kurtzfeld, did he skip around?
His car was blocking the crowd.
I do have a question for Steve. Actually, I can ask you because you're a producer. Yes. Dave? No, it's just you and I. We'll just keep it between you and I. When something happens on a show, like it did ours, where, someone wants to leave the show, and you get down to those last 4 or 5 shows, why has the scripts become real secretive and everything gets real? Don't let them see anything until the last minute. Why do they do that?
Well, I think several reasons. It's twofold. First off, I think it takes, in the case of the closure around Catherine's character, it takes a lot more time to really get it right, to really get the nuances and the energies and the essence of what needs to be communicated there. And I think it takes longer for the writers to find that, and for the team of writers sort of involved in putting that together with the piece. It takes a little longer than just moving the scripts out normally. But I think the secrecy about it is because everybody wants to know. I mean, you all want to know. The press kind of wanted to know. I mean, and so let's just keep it as special and surprising as possible, as long as we can, so that people aren't tuning in knowing exactly when every beat's going to hit. So it's more about that, just to sort of save everybody from reading it or seeing it on. Hey, tonight, Linda Miss Catherine Chandler dies, and I mean, you don't really, but it spills out there rather quickly, just by sheer loose lips of someone standing over at a prop house. And that show I'm working on, Linda's leaving, we're killing off the mainstay of the show, and so on and so forth. And then it's like someone else, next thing you know, it's on.
Yeah. No, I didn't mean to put you on the spot with that question. It's just seriously, I didn't. But when we were, it's okay now because it was 5 years ago or something. But while it was happening, it was like, hey, I'm on this show. How come I can't get a script? So it was a strange feeling at the time, and I just wanted to know.
I think you should remember, I was going to tell you to back off on the cell phone calls.
Yeah.
Terri, I said a lot of nice things back in the last year. Probably going to say a lot of nice things next year, too.
I'll bring my dibble next year.
And a lovely dibble it is. We're pointing at the light, shall we go?
Terri, what are you doing now?
I'm working on a play. I'm doing a play in LA. It's called Walking the Blonde, and it's going to be at Theater Geo. And the blonde actually is the name of the dog. And I play a sexually challenged woman.
Want to see that one?
Yeah.